Chelsea have decided to trigger one-year extensions in the contracts of Enzo Fernandez and Mykhailo Mudryk, and we are not sure why. Last January, the Blues signed Mudryk from Shakhtar Donetsk for an initial £60 million before landing Fernandez from Benfica on deadline day for a British record £107 million fee. Chelsea bizarrely extend Fernandez, Mudryk contracts. Fernandez has performed pretty well in the Premier League but hardly looks like a £100m plus midfielder, while Mudryk has massively struggled to live up to his price tag. As Todd Boehly looked to avoid financial implications for his huge spending spree as Chelsea co-owner, he signed these players on long-term contracts, and when we say long-term, we mean long-term. This makes news of a one-year extension for both players feel very bizarre, although there must be method to the madness. As per a report from Standard Sport, Mudryk's £97,000 a week contract has been extended from 2030 to 2031, while Fernandez's £180,000 a week deal has been extended from 2031 to 2032. This means both players are contracted to the Stamford Bridge club until their 30s, with Mudryk's new deal expiring when he is 30 years old and Fernandez 31. The report says the thought process behind the decision to extend said contracts is unclear, with the news coming to light courtesy of data released from the Football Association last week, as part of their annual agent payments report. Chelsea wage bill second highest in Premier League. Accounts published by Companies House confirmed that Chelsea's, who finished 12th last season and are currently 9th, wage bill has risen to £400 million, the second largest in the Premier League. Only treble winners Manchester City spend more on player wages per season, £422.9 million. Chelsea announced pre-tax losses of £90.1 million in March, an improvement on the previous year's loss of £121.4 million, but Premier League rules state a club can have made a loss no greater than £105 million over a 3-year period. While certain costs can be deducted, it means there are likely to be further player sales required in the coming months in order to remain within regulations, particularly with qualification for Europe via their league position looking unlikely this campaign. The sale of Mason Mount to Manchester United in July last year for £55 million, with a possible £5 million in add-ons, will be in the 2023-24 accounts, although so too will the signing of Moises Caicedo from Brighton for a fee that could rise to up to £115 million. On Friday, it was announced Chelsea spent £75.1 million on agents and intermediaries fees in the 12 months up to February 1st, having brought in players like Caicedo, Christopher Nkunku, Romeo Lavia, Nicholas Jackson and Cole Palmer over the period covered, which was almost £32 million more than previously spent. Despite the outlay, Mauricio Pochettino's expensively assembled squad have endured an inconsistent Premier League campaign, and were branded blue billion-pound bottle jobs by Sky Sports pundit Gary Neville late on during their 1-2-0 extra-time defeat against Liverpool in the Carabao Cup final. A £76.5 million property deal with Blue Co., a subsidiary of the club's holding company, helped to reduce Chelsea's losses, while their turnover increased to £512 million, up from £481 million over the previous year.